In a grand chamber of a majestic palace, a lady and a gentleman stand beside a bed. The lady asks, "Are you really saying that you will follow my orders, no matter what?" The gentleman replies with a simple yes. Hearing this, the lady further inquires, "And are you sure you won't regret it?" Once again, he confirms, "I will not regret it." After hearing his response, she slowly turns and says, "Then, take off your clothes." The scene changes to the palace of the Bryant Kingdom. A lady with red hair lifts the hem of her dress and walks towards a particular place, catching the attention of every maid and making them question if it's really her. She looks exactly like the rumors say, that she lived in the most beautiful and comfortable palace. Her jewels sparkled as if they were filled with light. Everything she wore became the newest trend in the capital. With the doors open to welcome her, she descends the stairs of the hall, with the voices echoing in the air says, "Princess Lewellyn is here." It turned out that the woman who was with the man at the beginning of the manga was actually her. As Lewellyn arrived in the middle of the gathering, she noticed that the guests were murmuring about her, and they were now referring to her as nothing but the abandoned princess of Bryant. This made Lewellyn feel terrible, and she muttered to herself that she had grown used to their gaze, which had flipped by 180 degrees. "Despite I am holding this cooling stone, I can't get used to the feeling of my body burning up, as though I have swallowed a ball of fire, and I wonder how much longer I will be able to hold on." As she struggles to maintain her composure, a sound with concern voiced, "Lewellyn, is there something wrong? If you are not feeling well, why don't you head back and get some rest?" And, "He is King Bastian, Lewellyn's stepbrother." In response, she says, "It's all right, Your Majesty. I'm okay." Meanwhile, in the background, we see three women approaching Lewellyn and King Bastian. One of them is Queen Pamela, King Bastian's mother and Lewellyn's stepmother. And hearing Lewellyn's concerns, she suggests, "Your Majesty, I don't think it's a good sign that a foreign princess is leaving the banquet hall under the pretext of her physical condition." Also declares that, "Your Majesty, as an elder of the royal family, I shall give you a piece of my mind. To neglect your health with an important event is the same as undermining the dignity of the royal family. As a princess, Lewellyn requires the proper education." Furthermore, with a guilty face express, "While it pains me as a mother, I cannot accept such childishness in that members of the royal family have to endure everything." Lewellyn, maintaining her composure, responded internally, "Taking care of one's health? Perhaps it is Pamela's fault I became like this." Suddenly, Pamela declared confidently, shocking Lewellyn, "Isn't today the day we celebrate the return of Duke Viserk?" Seeing her in this state, Pamela smirked and added, "You will also welcome the return of Duke Viserk, right? Please, don't tell me you aren't so naive as to believe that. Really, is this Pamela just a concubine's daughter? Anyways, in any case, Pamela claims that Duke Viserk has convicted your mother of wrongdoing." Furthermore, the guests have started to gossip about Duke Viserk having feelings for Lewellyn, who is already a fallen princess, and he is no different than another man. They also mention that Lewellyn, being the stepdaughter, could take over the throne since the king has no children. However, it's not right for Lewellyn to discuss her mother since it must be a painful topic for her. Despite all the gossip, Lewellyn declares that such a thing will not happen. And Lewellyn remained composed and suggested to herself internally, "I have to put my tail down, and what this woman wants is my despair. If I try to retreat now, she won't stop at nothing to continue tormenting me. Still, I made up my mind the day that I was abandoned, that I would never go against this woman." With the sound of trumpets and other instruments, a man approaching to Duke Bastian, captivating the gazes of the guest ladies, and even Princess Lewellyn. He is no other than Duke Almondite Viserk, is the name given to him because his face is shaped like almonds. However, the hall fills with cheers saying, "Glory to the Duke of Viserk for saving the kingdom. Long live the Duke." Hearing, one royal officer whispers to another officer, "Is Duke Almondite the one who completely wiped out the warlock's stronghold?" To which the other confirms, "Yes, he is. And they say that the beasts the warlocks summon are so strong that no one can defeat them. But for the young Duke, that was as easy as cutting cake. Plus, he found the missing holy sword. On top of that, he is amazing." Hearing this, the other officer interjects, "What do you mean, amazing? Commander Tristan is much more amazing." And we see Tristan Jard, the leader of the Red Knights, is currently in attendance. On the other side, Duke Almondite approached and kneeled before King Bastian. Seeing him before herself, Lewellyn starts blushing, but, detecting her action, she turns her head to the opposite and utters internally, "Goddammit, how could I react like this from seeing that guy, Almondite here? It seems I'm in a serious situation. I don't think I can last for very long." Seeing the presence of Duke Almondite, King Bastian expresses, "Welcome, Duke Viserk." To this, Duke Almondite replies, "Greetings to your majesty. I apologize for not attending your coronation ceremony." Seeing his gesture, King Bastian speaks, "You had your reasons. It is okay. I will admit that even I couldn't sleep at night when I heard of your achievements. Were you injured anywhere?" To this, Duke Almondite assures, "Fortunately, I am all right, your majesty." And, in the background, the noble ladies cannot hide their blushing faces by seeing the two handsome men in front of them. Continuing, Duke Almondite adds, "It is all thanks to your majesty's grace." Upon this, King Bastian states, "Haha, you are even modest among all that." Witnessing all these talks, Lewellyn makes a serious face while thinking, "How disgusting." But Duke Almondite turns his face in Lewellyn's direction and utters, "You also look well, Princess Lewellyn," which startled Lewellyn while replying internally, "How dare he?" Yet, maintaining her shivering body, she stands and greets him by speaking, "Thank you, Duke Lyserk. I did not realize that the Duke himself cared more about my well-being than my own mother." Hearing this, Duke Almondite makes a serious face, while Lewellyn smiles. In the background, witnessing all this, the guests mutter, "Really, she mentioned her mother on purpose, right? She is talking about her real mother and not Queen Pamela." As expected, that princess hasn't changed. She won't even congratulate the hero who saved the entire nation. Oh God. And that she doesn't even know what her real mother did wrong. Listening to all this, Lewellyn in shock ponders witty bitterness. Hero, Almondite Vyserk, you. How funny. The ducal house of Vyserk. A family that were my mother's strongest supporters and who were loyal to her. A family of betrayers who instantly turned their backs on mother and pushed her to commit a crime. They even volunteered to be part of the escorts that led her to her death, just like they used to support her. That day, I saw my mother's head splashing blood everywhere. Even my innocent younger brother was taken away. Everybody mocked me that day for being an abandoned child. Even since my mother died, my life has been as horrible as a bug's life in the palace. And how can I acknowledge you as a hero when you are part of the reason I became this way? The more I push your buttons, the more blunt you become. I don't care how this ends, I have nothing to lose. I'll need to get back to work in 20 days anyways." While all this going on in Lewellyn's mind, she feels a sudden weakness in her body, seized by King Bastian and Duke Almondite. On which, King Bastian in worry asks, "Lewellyn, what's wrong?" Lewellyn notices that the stone she is holding in her hand loses its power, causing her body to feel weak. And, not wanting to reveal her secret, Lewellyn expresses, "Your Majesty, I'm not feeling well. If you all don't mind, please allow me to take my leave." After a while, Lewellyn is on a terrace, far from the event hall, and ponders with dissatisfaction, "I need to find somewhere isolated, fast. Damn it, if only it wasn't for that hunting contest. And if I hadn't been caught there, I wouldn't have been the target of this damn curse." Here, we are taken to the past. In an eerie scene, Lewellyn is lying unconscious in the middle of a red pentacle, surrounded by 4 unknown beings wearing black hoods and chanting some satanic rituals. Suddenly, a chilling demonic voice reverberates, breaking the silence, "I desire it. A craving for the touch of Asmodeus, the deity of all that is dark. This is my ardent wish." As Lewellyn regains consciousness, she's startled to witness a sinister goat face hovering in the air. Peering towards her, it remarks, "You are a peculiar child. This wish of yours is intriguing. I do relish a good bit of amusement." In an instant, a crimson circle appears on the back of Lewellyn's neck. In the current moment, Lewellyn releases the stone she had been clutching, leaning on the stone chair before her. Her face is flushed crimson, marked by intense breaths. Is that goat made her horny with his curse? Anyways, observing her current state, Lewellyn ponders inwardly, "Should I seek help from someone?" She answers herself, "No. It would be perilous if others discover my condition." This used to happen only at night initially, but now, suddenly, a voice interrupts her thoughts, saying, "Your Highness." In a state of astonishment, she contemplates a man. "No, don't come here." Upon his arrival, the man inquires, "Your Highness, is anything wrong?" However, the curse seizes control of Lewellyn entirely, compelling her to grasp the man's hand and thrust her body onto his. Despite his efforts to pacify her, all attempts proved futile. Once again, she seizes his hand, pinning him down and confesses, "I missed you." In a state of shock, the man questions, "Yes, you missed me." On the opposing end, Lewellyn, still under the influence of the curse, contemplates, "What am I even saying? And what am I doing? I don't know. But right now, I'll just," while unbuttons his shirt asks, "You don't want to?" Upon which, the man in a blushing state replies, "Well, rather than that, Your Highness, I'd." Interjecting his words, Lewellyn expresses, "I want to do it." And they began to kiss each other intimately. Unexpectedly, the same demonic voice is heard in the background saying, "Poor woman who doesn't know how to love. I shall enlighten you about love. From this moment on, indulge yourself in the time you lust. Seduce the other person and sleep with him. I bestow upon you, beautiful child, who does not know the pleasures of love, the gift of captivation, and I want you to know the joy of pleasure." As we wrap up today's segment, thank you for being with us until the very end. I'll be sharing fresh videos of this manga and exciting new series every weekend. Your support is invaluable, so please subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay updated. Your encouragement keeps the channel thriving, and I appreciate it immensely. Until next time, take care and goodbye.